All right. I feel like one of the biggest things that Tekken players don't really have, and what they really need, is unpredictability. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're unpredictable, not only will it make your gameplay better, it will also make your mental better. And like, hear me out here, all right? Like, just I know it's unbelievable to hear, but let's hear myself out for a bit. Okay, like Tekken 8 is a game of knowledge checks, right? Like I see a lot of people on Reddit, you know, streams, whatever. Like they just say, "Oh, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know this character. I've never played against this character." And it's like the best weapon that the enemy could ever have. And I don't know what's stopping us from becoming a knowledge check, but even if they know our character. So what if they know our moves? They don't know when we're gonna use them. They don't know if we're gonna use them. Like, what's stopping us? Sure, they know which moves are punishable, but they don't know when we're gonna use it. I've been caught off guard so many times by players that just throw out a launch punishable move in the middle of something. I'm just like, why would you do that? And I would get like a basic punish. You get what I mean? Like, you get one of those probably every match, but no one utilizes it. And I feel like it's gotten to the point where people play so safe that they don't even try and explore options. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why Tekken players remain stuck in their rank. Um, I see these posts that are like, I'm a defensive player and I just can't adapt to Tekken 8. I'm like, that first sentence, those first two words, just they already mean that you don't adapt. Because what do you mean you're a defensive player? That means you play one playstyle? Why would you do that? Why would you limit yourself when you have 100 different moves? You have I don't know, 60 times 5, 120 minutes in a game. What? 5 minutes in a game, which is 120. Why am I doing maths? Uh, 60, 120, 180, 24, 30, 300 seconds maximum in a game. And why would you just keep doing the same thing? Like any other in any other like you know in any other area of life, you would you would just get mad at this person for just doing the same thing over and over again. Like in basketball, if you lose and you just kept doing threes, you just kept trying to shoot over and over again, and then you lose, and then the next game you keep doing the same thing, you try keep shooting, like people are gonna look at you like, bro, stop. Why do you keep doing the same thing over and over again? Right? Like, and it's the same thing, but for some reason, Tekken players just play the same way. You have so much time in a game. You have 100 moves. Why are you only using a few of them? And I know this contradicts what I said before in a previous video, saying you only need 5 moves to win. Yes, you only need 5 moves to win, and that's the rule. And rules are meant to be broken. That's how you transcend, all these other players, because everyone's gonna be playing by the book. It might not be the same book, but everyone's got some book and they're playing by it. Tekken is it's a big complex game that everyone has different game plans. All right, and it's a matter of it's like team sports. It's the last team to adapt that wins. But here it's a 1v1. You know And you shouldn't like discount yourself for just doing random things. Like what did I just do? Whoop. And I think they do something similar to. Look at this. There you go. There you go. What? You get what I mean? Like you just do random things. Just see how people react. You know. And when you say you're a defensive player, that means that you have one style. You do one thing the whole game, and that is block and punish. And you know, yeah, that's good if you're playing the punishment simulator, right? But you're playing Tekken. This person can also backdash and block. This person, like, imagine this: you have tools like backdashing, sidestepping, your attack buttons. Why would you limit yourself to just backdashing and sidestepping and attacking when your opponent does a punishable move or a sidesteppable move? Like you gotta start something too, like part of the reason why people are so good at sports basketball is that sometimes they're the ones initiating, sometimes they're the ones defending, like, and you don't know when they're gonna do it, and you're just like, wow, you get caught off guard by it, and that's like the essence of Tekken is, and that's probably what's gonna help a lot of people to get out of their ranks or just even stop tilting, and like I know it sounds crazy, but like what I said earlier about doing the same thing, because if imagine this, like you're just doing the same thing, backdashing, block punishing, whatever, sidestepping, trying to get a whiff punish, and it doesn't work. What's that gonna do to your mental? Like you're just gonna be like, oh my god, nothing I do helps, nothing I do works, you know, and that's true because the only things you do are a few things. You're limiting yourself, right? Like, and there's so many times in games where I'm just like, fuck it, and I just start doing random things, and they work, and it's like my mind opens up its horizons, and I just do, you know, I just end up winning for some reason, and I don't know how, but I won. Let's play a different replay, but like you're also human too. You're not a robot, okay? You're not a spreadsheet where you put in the data and you're gonna be like, yes, this is what I'm gonna do the next time. No, like you gotta tell yourself to relax. Just do it. You know, the reason why a lot of these defensive players are getting destroyed in Tekken are just because they freeze up. They don't know what to do. They try and look. They try so hard to just be like, oh, they're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. They try and establish a pattern. These are humans. Okay, we are like one of the most unpredictable species on the planet. Okay, like if we could predict what everyone was thinking, we wouldn't have sports like poker. Uh, we wouldn't have sports because we would know what everyone else is thinking. But since we don't, we should use that to our advantage. And not only that, it's also good for your own your own mental state. Because like you feel so limited whenever you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Like I would be too. Like if I'm just back. Oh, they didn't move. Punish. Back. What? Why am I playing this game? It's so unfun, and that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of people don't enjoy playing this game because they forget to have fun. Just fuck it, just do it. you know what are you gonna lose? Yeah, yeah, sure, you lose the rank, but so what? You found out that this doesn't work. You know, like, oh, you're just doing random shit, and it's fun. And you know, I feel like I've said the same thing over and over. You know, be unpredictable. It's good for you in game. It's good for you outside of the game. Just change it up. You never know what might work, right? Everyone, yeah, you never know what might work. Honestly, just do something. Like you don't have to freeze up. Don't freeze up. Just I don't know, press the button. Okay, you get countered. So what? Do something else next time. Maybe do a quicker one. Do a slower one. Maybe do a more evasive one. I don't care. Like, just do something instead of doing nothing and doing the same thing and expecting the same results is just stupid. Like, why would you do that? Um, yeah, just change it up. Because what are you gonna lose? You know, you were gonna lose anyway, and this just broadens your horizons for the next game, right? Because here's what I was gonna say. In terms of confidence, right? Like everyone says, you know, if you keep missing that shot or whatever, just keep doing it. If you stop doing it, that shows that you're not confident in your shot. And I'm like, hell no. That shows that you are you're unconfident. Because what are you basing that on? Huh? You're basing that on the your past experiences. Because you've seen it work before. You've seen that shot work before. You've seen that move work before. You've seen it. But there's a sort of thing that happens where you just get comfortable. You just want to play it safe. And that's not being confident, is it? Like being confident is charging headfirst into something and not knowing what the outcome will be and still doing it. You know, that's confidence. It might be stupid, but that's confidence. You know, and you need that confidence to win these games. And you know, when you do random shit, you're just I feel like you're increasing your confidence because even you don't know what's gonna happen, but you're still going with it. You know, confidence is when you don't know the outcome, but you still do it, believing that you know it's gonna turn out good. And you know that might be delusion, but we all agree that being confident allows you to make these reads. Yeah, like if you if all you're seeing is just getting hit, you know, losing rounds, getting demoted, then yeah, of course your confidence is gonna diminish. And a way to get that back is to just you know, and you don't even need to win. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do something. You know, this game I lost 3-0, but it didn't really matter to me. Like, you know, I didn't freeze up. Like I would have got beaten way more badly, probably. Like or I would have gotten tilted. I know I would have gotten tilted if I just played defensive and I still lost 3-0. Like but now like, you know, this is the last game I played and look how high my spirits are. You know? Like I lost both these matches 3-0, but it's fine. Because I'm trying different things, you know? Like being able to say, yeah, go try it is such a confidence boost. And I feel like that's what's gonna allow you to one, have fun in this game, and two, be more confident in your reads. Like, you know, sometimes I just do a random sidestep into a launcher or whatever, right? Like and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, okay. And next time you're gonna be like, oh, this is probably gonna happen. You know, you ever had those moments where you're like, they're probably gonna hell sweep, but then you freeze up because you actually don't know if they are? Yeah, everyone's like that. They actually don't know what they are, but the reason why they're so I just got hit by like the same move over and over again. But the reason why people are actually able to make those reads are just because they're like, fuck it, you're gonna do it. You know? and they're willing to do that because you know what the worst thing is? If you knew that they were gonna do it and then they do it, but you don't respond to it, like you didn't block it, that's gonna fuck you up, you know? Like I feel like most people um don't consider the mental aspect of this game as well. A lot of people just say, "Oh, these are the moves. This is the game. This is what's happening." Yeah, everyone plays like a robot. Get what I mean? Like everyone doesn't take into consideration the fact that they're human. You know, like you you gotta take care of your mental first as well. You get what I mean? Like you gotta make sure you're having fun because you having fun is gonna have such a big effect on your game. You know, a lot of people are saying, if their mood is down, like they're missing everything. You know, we see it all the time. Like sometimes anger makes you play better. Sometimes anger makes you just play stupidly. But all these just show that emotions play a big part in our performance in anything in life, really. But we're talking about Tekken right now, and all I'm saying is like unpredictability is like a thing that you can do to just make sure that you're not falling into those pits that are just making you play worse, making you feel worse. Like for God's, it's a video game. You're supposed to have fun, like just do random things, and you'll be surprised. Like you'll lose, but you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. You'll honestly be able to one, not take the lose so seriously that you won't even be able to play the next game properly. And two, you might even be motivated enough to just be like, oh, okay, let's see what I did wrong there. Because what's more likely? You tell me. Like me losing badly. Man, that character is so bullshit, man. Uh, that character is so OP. They're A tier. They're this. They're that. Like they just press buttons. Like I'm like, damn, they got me. I didn't know what they were doing, but I was trying random things and it wasn't working. It's like unfortunate. Which one of those two is a scenario where you're more likely to lag or just even go into the next game more prepared, more open minded, right? Because I assure you, if you finish a game being like that character is so stupid, man, you're gonna go into the next game, and I know you are. you know, we try to we're type of players. We try to get rid of negative emotions by trying to create positive ones, but that's a stupid thing to do because if you're going into something with negative emotions, and that's just a recipe for disaster. And this is what I mean by Tekken just sometimes removes people's common sense. Most people would look at you and be like, "Bro, chill, relax. Just take a break. Just get back into it when you have a better headspace." And I feel like we lose sight of that when we're in the moment and we're like, "Ah, character is like so stupid." And being unpredictable, even to yourself, kind of occupies your brain. You don't even think about that the opponent is so strong or their character is so broken because one, you're trying to figure out what you're doing. You're trying to see, oh, does this work? Does that work? Two, you're trying to see what your opponent is doing. Okay, they're doing that. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. Or maybe I can just do random things. And it's just I don't think your mind is gonna have enough time to even think about how broken the enemy is. you know, how stupid that move is. Like you're just gonna be like, okay, that move happened. Maybe I'll try this. I'll try that. And yeah, I feel like that's just a much healthier headspace to be in rather than just tilting. I know, just don't tilt, bro. But yeah, you know, I feel like if you tend to tilt, just try to change it up. You know, change up your movements in game. You can even just be like, yeah, just play like this. Like, make yourself laugh. You know, like just do something. Like change how you're playing, change how you're sat, change something. You know, change how you're holding the controller. I promise you, it's just good, right? Like gonna change how you think about the game. It's gonna open up your brain. It's just gonna be like, oh, because one of the things that I heard people saying about or talking about is that cognitive flexibility is like one of the things that are hindering people. And there's studies on these. Like um they've tested like I think it was league players and it was just the difference between the people that are able to climb and the people that are stuck is cognitive flexibility. And what is that? That's their ability to adapt. And what I'm saying is your ability to adapt it is highly dependent, especially in this game, if you're in a good headspace. And one of the easiest ways to get in a good headspace is just do random shit, or just do something, you know. You can't just turtle up and expect different results for the same actions. You gotta change it up, man. Change it up. All right, that's it from me. I probably said the same thing over and over, but I hope there was some semblance of a point there. Yeah, it's been a while since I last uploaded, uh, but I I really didn't like just posting my clips, so you know I wanted to try something new. I wanted to see if I can do something to help, try and find the issues that uh, the community has and see if, maybe I can say something about it. Maybe something I say will be a little bit of help. And if this helps one person or anyone, and then I've achieved my goal. All right. Hopefully, this helped or, you know, helped you stop tilting or maybe even get to win a few more games or just stops you from saying how broken something is or a character is on Reddit. you know, just have fun, keep playing, and yeah, change it up. See ya.